play Fight Night. Like, no matter what I say in this video regarding, like, things like level 5, the armors, or whatever, this game is great. And absolutely worth the $20 on Steam. I love this game. Alright, let's just roll the intro. But weird red-headed anime girl with the deep voice. What the heck is a Fight Night? Well, I'm glad you asked. But actions speak louder than words, and our titular Fight Night speaks by punching people. I wasn't lying about the talking about punching people thing either. Every conversation you have in this game is like that one episode of SpongeBob where the big fish is just punching him as he goes about his day. Alright, that's enough meandering around the actual topic. If I had to throw some verbs onto this game, it would probably be exploration, charming, punishing, punch out, and Wolfenstein 3D. Yes, I know a couple of those are nouns. Work with me here. Fight Night's an incredible game that gives you the ability to punch your hatred of random battles in the face! And yes, while this game does have random battles, I swear there's some background trickery going on here. In all 3 of my playthroughs, I never once got into a random battle when I was just punching blocks or on my way back to the entrance when at low health. Probably some speedrun tech in there somewhere, but I wouldn't know because this game isn't on speedrun.com! Alright, so the actual scenario of Fight Night is pretty simple, all things considered. It's a game about our titular Fight Night arriving in a small little port town at the base of our primary gameplay loop, the Tower. It's a huge structure that seems to have cursed our punch-happy protagonist. So now we're here to do our community service and turn this whole place into a parking lot, one brick at a time. I don't want to get too into the story, because I think a lot of it's worth experiencing for yourself. However, that doesn't mean I have nothing to say in regards to the narrative. Big fucking kudos to whoever wrote these characters. A couple of them feel like they're on the same level as characters written by Toby Fox. These guys are incredibly charming, and the little wiggle they do when they talk is so appealing. A couple of standout characters are the Mantis sisters, May and June. I love the dynamic of how they just keep missing each other as they climb up and down the tower. It gave me a real chuckle. But as far as my favorite characters, those awards go to the titular Fight Night himself and the rival character for this game, the Prince. These two have some amazing chemistry for one person who never talks and someone who assumes everything about the other completely incorrectly. I could say a lot about these two, but I think the best thing that I can say is that my Discord status has been take back what was taken ever since I beat the game. And now I use the term struggler as my mantra. This game has had one hell of an impact on me. The last thing I'll say about the characters is that the Fight Night himself is absolutely my favorite genre of protagonist, where his actions speak louder than anything he would say. Sort of like the Doomslayer if he was an adrenaline junkie. You've been hearing it this whole time. It's fucking God tier. I do not need to say anything more. Moving on. Grab your fucking milk, because it's time to talk about some goddamn loops. Alright, so we got a couple of loops in this one. Our primary gameplay loop is exploring... Our primary gameplay loop involves exploring each floor of the tower as we get goodies and get into brawls with the floor's inhabitants. For the most part, this core gameplay loop remains solid and enjoyable until credits. Unless you get grabbed. And then I need to have a long sit down with my therapist and talk about my anxieties. Right. Goodies. So, throughout the tower, there are various upgrades and super moves, and maybe even a couple lost souls that need to be sorted out. And what a better place to sort them out than our secondary gameplay loop. So whenever you reduce an enemy down to its base particles, it will materialize a special drop that you can use to buy things with. That's right, in Fight Night Town, we run off of a barter-based economy. Fuck money.
Yeah, I'll trade you 6 skulls of the Dan for this potion that slows down time.
Alright, well, it's not a complete barter-based economy. You only need to provide the materials once, and then you can get the stuff as much as you want. Unless you're the fucking alligator. That being said, all these materials are spent on town on things like potion, enemy bios, super moves. So, you'll be coming and going from town a lot. Especially when it has the only save point in the town and you're gonna be dying a lot and sent back to the main menu. Now, this game does have a tertiary loop, but it involves boss monster parts and several new game pluses. So I'm not quite confident in my ability to talk about it in great detail. Especially since the second difficulty level is a bit too hard for even me. So in the interest of getting your money's worth out of this game, the game does have some really nice replayability, if that's your thing. So if you're interested in getting your money's worth, this game does have some pretty good replayability, if that's your thing. Also, if you enjoy dick flattening, you will get your dick flattened. Bonus round. Alright, time to fast fire some things that didn't quite fit into the rest of the script. Level 5 is the lowest point in the game. I feel like they missed the mark when it came to both exploration and combat. I'm pretty sure the crocodile shop guy sells you potions that don't work, and I love that. You can't really skip through cutscenes. So if you die on a boss, on top of walking back, you gotta also watch the short dialogue sequence again. If you get unlucky with enemy spawns, you're gonna have to farm out the parts if you want those upgrades, and that just gets tedious. I love that the first enemy spawn is called like Skeleton Defender. It's like that one lone skeleton will save the day from intruders, and no, he's dead. The boss from level 2 actually has a different picture that gets taken for every armor, even the ones that's impossible to get at this point. So, I first heard about Fight Night on June 30th, 2017. It was when the Super Best Friends made a video about it, and in some part of my mind, I was hooked. Then, 5 years later, I noticed it came out, and I bought it right on the spot after. After I beat it, my first thought was, I need more. I love what these guys have done at Team Sacre Bleu, Soccer Globe, Sorcerer Robe, fucking Sorcerer Robe. Oh my fuck! I'm an idiot. I love what these guys at Team Sorcerer Robe have put together, and I don't know if the devs will ever see this, but thank you for making this game. It has had a big enough impact on me where I want to make this entire video. There's so much more I could say. So about how much I love this entire story or everything regarding the final boss, but I think I'll leave it as play Fight Night. It's fucking fun. It's a huge structure that seems to have punched our curse-happy protagonist. Oh boy. Couple of shout-out... I'm dying. Oh, bleh. Fight Night is the game that makes you feel like Spider-Man. I don't know what that fucking line has been in my head this whole goddamn time as I've been writing this script. Oh my god. But does it make you feel like Spider-Man? Oh, what is wrong with me? Grab your milk and your favorite Saturday morning cartoon, because it's time to pour these into a bowl and talk about some loops. Grab your Cheerios, your fucking Fruit Loops, your milk, and your Saturday morning cartoons, because it's time to talk about the main gameplay loops. We out here hula dancing because we're out here talking about some fucking loops. What the fuck did I just say? Y'all remember hula hoops? It's like this, except we're looping it. I'm getting worse and worse as I fucking go. You like onion rings? Because I'm here to talk about the best loops of them all. The gameplay loop. What the fuck am I even on about? God, I think my first one was the best. Oy, 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 oy. How many licks does it take to get to the center of this loop? If you're hulaing, you ain't looping.